Hey guys, welcome to JT's Vending Services LLC's YouTube channel. Thank you guys for deciding to rock with us today. So today is our daily devotional for July 24th. Now, I just want to remind you guys, we are 5 months away until Christmas Eve. We're only 5 months away. So here in the Hilliard household, we say, if you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail. Meaning, winter is coming, as Jon Snow say. Any Game of Thrones fans. But winter is coming. So, you know it's going to get cold. You're going to have, slick roads and pipes may burst and school closings and time off of work and whatever holiday event things, Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, all these things are coming up. So right now we would recommend that you go back and watch our video that we just posted, 15 ways to boost your income, I think. But I just posted the other day, and if you start implementing one of those 15 for over the next 15 weeks, and then start back over on the ones that impact your budget, I guarantee you'll be ready within 5 months if you do implement some of those things. So go back and check that video out. What else I want to say? I hope you guys have been having a blessed day. I worked hard today. I worked hard. But I'm going through I'm experiencing the new teenage, the preteen stage of my son. So, how they go. But anyway, may God continue to watch over us and bless us. It give me the strength to be a good father and be understanding and be patient, especially patience. I need it. So anyway, just want to put that out there, guys. Just know that if you're on a budget, don't spend all your money on holiday gifts, Christmas gifts for your children. Young kids, they'll survive. You can start now and catch this tax-free weekend that's coming up here in Tennessee, and buy some stuff that your children might want around Christmas time. Buy it now, and that'll help you with your budget. And only try to keep a very low dollar amount on that Christmas budget. I suggest you start shopping now. Some people have started shopping 2 months ago. Our shopping, it will be extremely simple. So anyway, guys, let's jump into the day of devotion. So this day of devotion for July 24th is entitled, Climb God's Mountain. As for me, I call to God, and the Lord saves me. Psalms chapter 55, verse 16. We have an enemy that would discourage and destroy us. He attacks as a lion and as an angel, but he also tries to sap our strength through other people. In Psalms 55, David describes the fear and pain of a broken trust at the hands of people he thought loved and supported him. His first response is that he just wants to run away. We have felt the same way at some point in our lives. It is so easy to start to build walls of protection around our hearts so we don't have to get hurt again. But this is not the way forward. So that wasn't my way forward, and I know that wasn't God's plan for me. But by me being, a Cancer, and like I feel like when I love hard. So when I'm hurt by someone I love, it feels like to me it's deeper than just betrayal, and I don't know how deep you can go, but it's horrible for me. So when I got hurt and I felt like a hole was in my heart, and I started to build a barrier around it to keep people away, and I was like, well, I'll just find something to do to keep me preoccupied. And the things that I was finding to do were actually more destructive than actually seeking God for his help. So I've been down that rabbit hole, and going through that process and praying to God, that's when I ran into my lovely wife. And ever since I met her, like, my heart has been filled with joy, and my life, I feel like I got a new life, another leaf on life. Like I feel, I don't know how to explain it, but I know how it feels to put that wall up, because you don't want anybody in your space. You don't want anybody to get that close to where they can hurt you again. So I understand that, but you have to trust in God. Have you been betrayed by a loved one? Follow in the footsteps of David, confidently climb the mountain of the Lord. He will save and restore your strength. No person, no power, no circumstances can rob you of the joy of walking with the Lord. If others have wounded and weakened you, don't run. It won't help. Don't surrender what God has given you. Nothing can separate you from God's love and his presence. Now is the time to climb God's mountain in prayer. God of heaven, I call upon you now. I don't have the strength to handle my problems by myself. I turn to you. May God add a blessing to the hearers and the doers of his word. So, guys, I know, as humans, we all go through things in life. We all experience heartache and pain and suffering. There's no way around that. But what I've found is that pain is, how do you say it? Pain is a part of life. It's a part of growing. It's a part of dealing with things and being human. But I really believe that suffering is optional, because he gives us things that we can do, things that we can focus on in here, that we don't have to suffer. But it's from our lack of knowledge or lack of understanding that we fail to realize that Christ can take that suffering away. He can prevent all of our suffering. But when we choose to turn, like I did, choose to turn to the world and turn internally, I messed everything up. I made it worse. And by his grace and his mercy, he gave me another chance to live my life anew, and brought an outstanding woman into my life, which brought my children into my life, and just kind of increased everything and showed me that there was a way through that pain. There was a way through that suffering, and out of that suffering that I was, self-inflicting on myself. So sorry this day devotion was so not down, but deep. I kind of screened it right before I read it, and I was like, ugh. But I went ahead and went through it. I hope I explained it well. Just want you guys, like I said, remember, like on this YouTube channel, guys, we try to make sure we bring up the things that we do with our budget, we do with our finances. So hopefully it can help some of you guys out there on YouTube or on our TikTok to just understand that a budget does not limit you from living life. A budget shows you exactly what you can do in life. It shows you your limits, your limitations. It shows you your barriers of how you can do things. It actually gives you more freedom. So just remember, we have 5 months before December 24th, which is Christmas Eve. It'll be here in no time. 5 months. If you are older than 15 years old, 5 months is no time. So guys, thank you so much. Please have a blessed day. Be safe. And may God continue to guide and watch over each and every one of you within the sound of my voice. Have a blessed night. Au revoir. À bientôt. À la prochaine.